What's up, guys? So today we have FSD 5 winner Brandon Earnhout here, and Carl, tried and true fucking Carl. He always toes it out here. You're about to see. Have the Pink Beast on the trailer here. Can you tell us what kind of issues you were having with it?
So I went through a ton of different things. I spent days and hours going over this truck, and I truly believe it's an exhaust valve because it's strictly coming from the exhaust side of it. And
so it has a really, really bad miss, right?
It does.
Yep. Yeah. So I remember texting you and I was like, valve lash. You were like, valve lash is good. So he's got a loud miss on the old girl. Definitely not from burnouts or anything. Okay. Babies it, barely even drop. Well, you do barely drive it, but when you drive it, though, he drives it. So anyway, they made a very long trip out here to bring it to me. I told them, I was like, get the fuck over here. I was like, we will fucking figure out what the problem is. We will fix it. So we are a little bit busy, but we're gonna get this thing unloaded, and we're gonna go from there. It still looks the same as when you got it. Hell yeah.
I'd imagine it's the exhaust valve, but it doesn't like to start well. It'll
probably low compression if the exhaust valve's fucked up.
It'll sit there and crank and crank and crank and crank.
All right.
So, but
we got a good machine shop right down the road, and we have heads fixed all the time. Gotcha. So if that's what it ends up being, we'll get her fixed for you, no problem. So
where do you want it?
See if you can put it next to Dylan's 4th gen with the cowl hood over there.
Okay.
Yeah, just don't hit the military truck.
Right, that's
Currently, we got a billion things out here and a sea of trucks.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see if she fires up. I can already hear it. It sounds like an exhaust valve. She's hurt. I thought it would sound worse, honestly.
It doesn't sound that bad.
It's not ideal. Yeah. We don't want to let her run too long, so if we want to fucking get her down from there and put her in a resting spot for a little bit. It's like just a tiny bit of clearance, just a wee bit. Yeah, she definitely sounds like she's limping along a little bit for sure. How's the interior looking in here? Beautiful. Oh my God.
Spotless as ever.
Still brand new.
Yep.
83,000 miles. How many miles have you put on it?
10,000.
10,000 miles.
73,000 miles.
10,000 miles.
2 weeks.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's crazy. We're on the 25th giveaway, and this was the 5th. Freaking badass. She's in the row now. We will get her in the shop here as soon as we can and at least get a diag on it. And, he also mentioned something potential short with the headlights. So we're going to check into that. Torque converter, you said, is slipping.
As soon as I rip it, she slips out to the moon.
With lockup on?
With lockup.
Okay. Then if it needs a torque converter, we can pull that out, send it out to Go Render DPC, have them just refresh the converter, cut it open, refresh it.
That'd be perfect.
And should be good to go. And
that's why Kevin's the best, guys. 3 years later, still treats me like family. Look at that.
You're an awesome dude, dude. Yeah. Dude. Fucking words, man. All right, guys, we're going to wrap up this little segment here. Let you guys know in the next video what we end up finding on Brandon's truck here. But either way, it's freaking awesome to see you.
Awesome.
And seeing you as well.
Absolutely.
Can't shake your hand because I'm holding my phone with my right hand, but hell yeah. Getting a little tight here in the parking lot today. Hey, you don't need me to guide you. You know how to drive. Hey, see you guys later. Have a safe trip back. Yep. All right, boys, I have been super freaking swamped at the shop this week, doing a whole bunch of editing, whole bunch of freaking work on the trucks, and didn't get a lot of time to film much, but I am absolutely not going to lose my uploading streak. I think we're like 5 or 6 weeks straight in a row uploading on Fridays. So really quick, I'm gonna run out in the shop, kind of show you guys some updates on the trucks, where we're at, and I'm gonna get this YouTube video posted. May not be the most fun, awesome, entertaining video in the world, but I'm at least gonna get my freaking video posted this Friday for you guys. So with that being said, we're gonna walk out in the shop now. I'm gonna show you guys what we got going on. What's going on, brother? Doing a little YouTube video bit.
So right now I'm gonna go ask Ryan.
Ryan's not in there.
Where is he at? Okay, so maybe I'll just walk.
No shit, dude. He literally walked through. Literally fucking perfect. Rich, can you show us this L5P that's hanging from this little chain right here? What's going on with it?
Yeah, out in the junkyard.
out in the junkyard.
Oh, you mean this one? Sorry. Which
Yeah, not the blown one. What happened to this thing?
Well, I'm not no rocket science, but all this stuff right here,
Is that metal?
that is bearing material.
That is not ideal.
No.
I love how gay and tiny their little oil pans are, though.
Yeah, like
It's supposed to be a heavy-duty
cut
truck.
this up and call it good. Like, what's that fit? A half a quart?
So this thing lost oil pressure and essentially ate its bottom end.
Yeah, pretty much. Here's all the stuff that I got out of the pickup tube. It's just all bearing material. Like it.
Absolutely smoked.
Yep.
Nice. So you got a nice freshy L5P here, new heads, new long block all going together.
Yes, sir.
Looking good.
Together now.
Beautiful. Love the little honeycombs they have in here. It's nice. It's a nice touch they did. Well, I just wanted to give the boys an update because they see this weird looking engine that's not an inline six getting torn apart. And they're like, well, those of you guys who don't know, Rich is a tried and true power stroke technician. He has worked at Ford for most of his career, loves Fords, except for 6.4s actually. And he's an absolute expert in 6.4s. Absolute, like there's no one better than him at Fords. No one better than this guy right here at Fords. And so sure enough, we tasked him with rebuilding this entire L5P engine, and you're doing a great job. I trust you the absolute most here, with the most experience. He can take apart and put back together anything. And I have full confidence that this L5P is going to be back on the streets ripping very soon. All right. You got it. I'm good with you. Got it. I'm good with you, buddy. All right, so we got the G56 here. Kind of take a peek inside and let's show you guys where we're at so far. So, hole has been cut. We have the shifter mount mounted down here, ready to rock and roll. And I cut everything out of the console here so that our shifter can go right on through. And then we have our billet tops for these, which I'll show you guys here in a minute after I'm done going over the engine bay. So that's the interior, pretty much prepped and ready for the G56 to go up in. Coming around down the side here, we got the leveling springs on, powder coated, and the Fox shocks. The sway bar is the only thing that we still have to powder coat yet. It's back in the powder coating area. All right, so boom. Engine bay wise, again, I told you guys we didn't want to go too crazy with the engine bay stuff. So we just put on kind of all the bolt-on stuff. So we got our billet valve cover on, fender braces, brake fluid reservoir cover with the billet cap, fuse box covers, and that's pretty much it so far. There's a big misconception that when we G56 swapped the 5th gen Cummins, the first one we ever did, and made it fully functional, that it was done with tuning, and in fact it was done 110% without tuning whatsoever. So that is again why we are leaving this truck completely untuned, stock emissions, everything. We're gonna get the trans in, we're gonna show you guys the module fully functioning, everything like that, before we do all the rest of the work, which is gonna get 100% over injectors, 12 mil CP3, head studs, all the goods, beautiful turbo kit, all that good stuff. So that's all coming very soon, but again, we're going to show you guys this thing working completely untuned on a stock emissions truck. All right, so as you guys can see, we got the clutch mounted up, torqued, adapter plate, everything is ready to rock and roll on here. Again, still the whole factory exhaust looking terrible, as always. Hopping up in here. This right here is our module. This basically replaces the TCM that ran the truck. So these 2019 to 2022 trucks with the factory ASIN, we are able to swap, and they do have a TCM that's mounted up under the dash, actually more over in there. But this module right here is tied into everything we need on the truck to be able to make this truck work and function completely like factory. If you do end up purchasing one of these modules from us in the future, once they are released, these will work on 2019 to 2022 Ram trucks with the factory ASIN transmission, and they come with a very in-depth detailed instructions. Shows you exactly how to wire these in. Takes about 4 hours or so, and it is also completely reversible. So if you wanted to be gay and for some odd reason go back to an automatic at some point, you could totally do that. So they're not, I don't know what the word is here, but they're not very invasive. We have to splice into a couple wires, but again, it's completely reversible, and it's honestly nothing crazy at all. So that being said, the interior is pretty much prepped and ready to rock and roll. We just got to yeet the trans up in here, and then we're going to go for first start after that. So today's Friday. I'm going to edit this video. I'm going to get it posted for you guys tonight so I can keep up with my posting streak of like 6 weeks, I think it is, 5 weeks, somewhere around there. And the last piece I wanted to show you guys was the billet center console piece that really ties this truck together. Basically, this bolts into the factory center console on your fully loaded trim trucks on the 5th gens and allows our shifter to come straight through. So we have custom shift boots being made right now that will clamp down in here and come up. That's where the shifter is going to come through. If you guys see right here, this is where your wireless charger is going to plug in underneath. And then we have the factory outlet piece that snaps right in. And again, this thing right here truly finishes this swap off along with our electrical module that makes everything function: cruise control, park reverse, neutral drive. It literally functions like a factory truck. And this makes it look like a factory manual swap truck. So with that, guys, sorry this video was not crazy highly entertaining. Super busy week. We just did not have a lot of time to shoot a lot of video and whatnot. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next week, next Friday, for another upload. And this G56 swap 5th gen right here should be running. And we also have a couple other special surprises for you guys that you should see next week. So thanks for watching.